Hello and welcome to the Lincoln Academy Network. We are here live at Summer Hour Middle School for Lincoln Academy versus Our Saviour Lutheran. It's going to be a big game night here from Summer Hour Middle School. We've got the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs taking on the Our Saviour Lutheran Falcons tonight from Summer Hour Middle School. 5 minutes to game time. Brian Zorner here with Chuck Jones. And we are about ready to go. Tonight it'll be the Bulldogs from Lincoln Academy taking on Our Saviour Lutheran, the Falcons. Coming all the way from the Bronx. Brought down here by Coach Pete Way. Coach Pete has brought his squad in. They are a strong team, 28-4 last season. And they lost to Spire in the Grind Sessions Nationals. Ranked by Grind Sessions as the number 4 team. Number 1 team out there is Spire. And they come in led by a number of talented players. Dashawn Davis signed with Seton Hall, number 10. We're going to keep an eye on him. 6'3" shooting guard. Big man, number 24, Bernard Kuma. Offers from Dayton, Siena, Niagara, and others. Number 35, Max Amadison. Coming to you from offers from Penn State, interest from ODU, Colorado, and others. And when we flip over to the Lincoln Academy side of the ball, it's going to be the guards, Michael Stevens and Elias King, that always make it go for the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs. Number 0, Michael Stevens, sitting on offers from Hofstra, Chicago State, Detroit, and Elias King, sweet shooting senior, signed with Mississippi State. The guards from Lincoln Academy are always what makes this team rock and roll. And Chuck Jones, we got about 3 minutes to game time here. Lincoln Academy Bulldogs, Our Saviour Lutheran. I know you had a quick meeting with the coaches there from the Bronx. And what do they say about this squad coming down here, the Our Saviour Lutheran Falcons?
Well, we're going to sum it up. The gentleman told me to get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a nice little action. Although Posh Alexander will be out for the game, but however, he's looking for some of his underclassmen to step up. He does have a 7-foot freshman that's out there by the name of Silas Sunday. He says, make sure I keep an eye on him. He's going to get some minutes tonight as well. Also, Bernard Kuma. Bernard Kuma is definitely a guy that you want to look out for as well. Bernard has offers from Dayton, Siena, and Niagara, and a few others. But, however, Coach has explained to me that he does look for him to improve and get better offers or, improve himself. So, we're in for a treat tonight.
Absolutely, and when we look at the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs, Chuck, this is our 3rd time working with this team, and it is the guards that make this place go. Michael Stevens, point guard, distributor, and the man who puts the ball in the bucket, Elias King, number 2, sweet shooting senior, signed with Mississippi State. We've seen these guys a lot. What do you like about these guys' game?
Well, I like that, first of all, Stevens, his attack game is just one of the top in the state. He is very keen with his handle. He makes great plays off the ball and on the ball. He's a tough defender, and he is the general of this team. Now, Elias King once he walks in the gym, he's wide open. He can shoot it from the parking lot. He can shoot it from the concession stand. You got to make sure you got a hand up on Elias King.
Yeah, we've seen Elias King get cooking, and once he gets rolling, man, there is no stopping him. I've watched that guy just knock down shot after shot after shot. He's fun to watch. And then when you go over to the big men, it's the 2 seniors there. Mulai Sissoko, 6'10", going to Dayton. He is a big, burly big man, and he's going to have to bang with the big bodies from the Falcons today.
Yes, he is. It definitely is going to be lunchbox menus that's going to happen. These guys are going to have to bring their hard work hat and make sure that they're going tough in the paint. They can expect some physicality, so hopefully the referees will allow them to play a little bit down there.
Last time we got this Lincoln Academy team against Rabun Gap, it was Dalen Ridgnal kind of igniting the offense early. He had a great first half,
yes.
Double figures in the first half, and he was scoring on all 3 levels for these Bulldogs.
Yes, he did score in a variety of ways, and, he pretty much set the tone. They didn't really need Elias King in that particular game. I think he came away with maybe about 15 points, but, however, Ridgnal was the story of that game.
Well, and then it's the 3 sophomores. All of these guys are starting to pile pile up offers. The big men, Bretner Matumbo, number 15, number 21, Frankie Anselm, and then a great guard, provides a lot of versatility for this Lincoln Prep team. Number 24, Rafael Pinzon.
Yeah, Pinzon is the truth, man. The guy can do everything. He's what they call the modern-day two-way player. Back in my day, it was just called being a player. But he actually could play on both sides of the floor. He's very crafty with his handle, and he can knock down the open shot, and he has a great pull-up move.
Well, we got to mention as well the sweet freshman Jalen Carruth. We were out with the coaches just about 2 weeks ago. They said he hadn't quite got that first offer. Couldn't believe they weren't coming in. He's 6'5". His dad played in the NBA and for Kentucky, didn't know where his offers were. And then right after that, the next day, we saw he got his first offer from Xavier.
Yeah, just like that. And, I noticed that as well, Brian, as we, was just talking and he was just crying, oh, man, I haven't got any offers. But now, they're all going to come now.
Oh, yeah, they will. That is Jalen Carruth. Keep an eye on number 23. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Lincoln Academy is Atlanta's premier elite prep high school. Lincoln's mission is to mold young men into great citizens while developing world-class athletes. For more information, visit www.thelincolnacademy.com. 8 minutes are on the clock, and strap in, folks. It's going to be a great game as the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs in the all-white uniforms take on Our Saviour Lutheran Falcons in the burgundy and gold. Looks like starting lineups for Lincoln's going to be pretty much what we're used to seeing. It's going to be 0, Stevens, number 2, King, number 14, Sissoko, number 22, Dalen Ridgnal, and number 24, Pinzon, back in the starting lineup after a little bit of a ding on his knee earlier in the season, but he is just fine and he is ready to go. Looks like number 24, Kuma, number 2, Sanders, just catching the lineups here. Number 11, Sadiku, sorry about that. And number 10, Davis. And I'm missing one. Needs to give me a little bit of a turn over there. Ade Wasu it is. Okay. Got a quick look from Coach Pete down there from OSL Falcons. And we are off and running. Pinzon with a quick move to the basket.
Early
and his
easy.
First bucket. Yeah, this Lincoln team likes to get out and run, don't they, Chuck?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Like I said, Pinzon, he definitely is a walking bucket, and he's playing this good defense right here now.
Swings it out for a three from the wing. No good. Ridgnal's going to get the break going. Pinzon's got Stevens ahead, doesn't quite see him, and they're going to set the offense up here.
Ridgnal trying to get hot early.
Yeah, no good, and that's rebound to Sanders.
Have to stop ball here. Good shot right here.
3 from the corner, no good. Rebound to Sissoko, trying to ignite the break. They're going to slow it down, get it to Stevens, and Michael set up the offense. He's got Elias King over in the corner. Going to work a little two-man game with Sissoko. Pull up 3, no good. Rebound goes to Sadku.
As you see, Brian, the change of the game has definitely evolved. The first basket was scored on a layup, and the next 6 shots were all three-point shots.
That they were. Driving the baseline's not there. Nice little spin move, and rebound goes to Pinzon. He's going to look to try to push the pace. Got King ahead, no good. Steal by Wasu.
Good idea, bad pass.
Finds a man inside.
Good top pass.
3's away for Davis, no good. Ridgnal got the rebound, and the Bulldogs will go to work here after a quick bucket to start this game. We got a minute 30 with no scores. 2-0 is your score. Bulldogs on top.
Ridgnal has started collecting his rebounds early.
Sissoko going to work inside. Swings it around. King's going to pull up for 3, and
there
that one is good.
He has twickled the twine early.
Coach Pete for the Falcons does not like seeing Elias King standing out there by himself.
Yes, Coach Wade definitely wanted to make sure that we get a hand up out there on Elias King, as he is very familiar with him playing on the EYBL circuit. Elias, once again, got open, got that 6'7" frame, 6'8" frame, and he's letting that shot go, and it's hard to stop it when he's open like that.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick look back here at Elias King draining that 3 ball. See the good ball rotation. Inside out, and King with the splash.
Yeah.
5 quick buckets, 5 quick points here. Elias King with 3, Pinzon with 2. And a fast timeout by Coach Pete from the Falcons. Seeing pretty much a man-to-man defense, been pretty much what we've seen all season here from the Bulldogs, unless they're in some kind of full court pressure, right, Chuck?
Yes, exactly. They talk and rotate very well on defense, and they finish the play with all the rebounds that they get.
King pushing in transition, tries to get it into Soko, but no good.
I think that pass got a little deflected there. Good idea, bad pass.
Yeah, stepped out of bounds on the far sideline. It's going to be Bulldogs ball here, just under 6 minutes remaining. About 2 minutes into this game. Nice early start. Good pace for the Bulldogs so far. Falcons yet to get on the board. Had a couple of good open looks, just haven't been able to get them to knock down.
Yeah, exactly. They definitely are patient. They have made the right plays, and they're shooting open shots. But me, I'm old school. I like to see you get to the basket a few times, unless you're Elias King and you can shoot like him.
That one no good for King, and we're going to see the Falcons try to set their offense up. Trying to work it inside there to Kuma. Not there. Kicks it back out to Wazoo. Kuma inside, no good. Pinzon with the rebound.
I think Kuma caught an elbow to the face.
Oh, boy, yeah, he's down there behind the play. Ridgnal with the bucket, and the referees are going to get time here as Kuma did take some kind of contact to the face, and they're going to have a quick break here while they check on Kuma down low there. That is number 24, Bernard Kuma, 6'10", senior center for the Falcons.
Yeah, I like the fact that Lincoln kept playing until the whistle had blown. You had to keep playing. He took advantage of that 4-on-5. Hopefully Kuma is all right and can continue play.
Kuma's still down over there. You are watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Lincoln Academy was founded in 2017, and they posted a 25-9 record in their first season. The program was competing against some of the best competition and some of the best tournaments in the country. They have a 100% graduation rate, and over 100 Division I coaches have visited campus. Bulldog players have earned over 50 Division I scholarships. For more information, visit www.thelincolnacademy.com. Still waiting for Kuma to get up. We'll give you a quick look at the play here before. And there's the bucket by Ridgnal. 7-0 is our score, breaking the action as they attend to Kuma. Looks like might have a little bit of a bloody nose down there, Chuck.
Yeah, I see that they have the rubber gloves out. Looks as though they're trying to get some of those. They look like a little fluid there. They're putting on the pad.
Yeah, trying to get him cleaned up down there.
Yeah.
We're used to seeing this Bulldogs team get out and run, and that's how they've gotten a couple of their buckets already tonight. It's one of the hallmarks of Coach Gonzalez's offense. He tries to run at every opportunity, and he's got the horses to do it.
Yeah, he definitely does, and I'm on the same page with him. If we can get the quick basket, there's no need to go into a half-court set, and that's the thing on the offender side. They have to make sure that they are defending and stopping the ball and, plugging those lanes as those guys are coming down those lanes. So they're definitely going to have to make sure that they are stopping the transition, because the Bulldog team is a great transition team.
Yeah, Our Saviour Lutheran, number 5, Posh Alexander, out with a shoulder injury. I know both of us were a little bit bummed out. 4-star offers already from Seton Hall, Illinois, Penn State, and many, many others. One of the bounciest kids I've seen on tape, and unfortunately he's out there with a huge sling around his arm, so we will not be seeing Posh Alexander from the OSL Falcons today.
Yeah, he told me the last game that they were in, it was a very physical game, a lot of bumping and grinding, a lot of, verbiage going back and forth, and somebody took a chance to take a cheap shot on him while he was there inside the paint. So actually that is very unfortunate, and, you want him to be able to compete throughout the rest of the season, but however, he will have to sit out, and look forward to seeing him coming in the next summer session when the EYBL.
Heard from the coaches that OSL is going to take on TSF tomorrow, finish up their trip down south before they head back home to the Bronx.
Okay, good deal. TSF is doing a pretty good job up there in Buckhead, and those guys are putting together a good program out there. So, you're seeing a variety of high school basketball, throughout the country. You have your traditional public schools, you have your private schools, now you have your prep schools that are starting to emerge. And, it's just a beautiful thing. I love basketball being played at all levels, and especially at the high school level.
Well, and this Lincoln Academy team is taking on all comers. They went up to New York and got 2 big wins up there recently, and they will head off on February the 4th to the Memphis Classic, where they should see a number of top teams throughout the country as well. So this team from the Bulldogs here, these Bulldogs, they take on all comers, man. They are looking for the toughest competition they can get themselves in front of.
Exactly, and that's basically what you want to do. You don't want to fool yourself by going out and, lining up, lesser talented teams, and you fool yourself once you get to a higher level and these guys come out ready to play. You're going to get yourself caught in some trouble there if you lining up these guys as cupcakes, as everyone would call them.
Well, we are still waiting. It looks like Bernard Kuma is up and working his way off the court here. Looks like he got hit. It wasn't the nose. It looks like he got hit above the eye or something down there, Chuck, and they're holding something on the top of his eye up there.
Yeah, it might be a little cut. Those elbows are sharp down in there. These guys are young, and they have those pointy elbows, so sometimes you can get abrasion that started seeing a little blood there.
Yeah, we saw quite a bit of blood down there on the papers. Looks like they're trying to get whatever remnants are down there on the floor away. Get everything cleaned up, and then we'll see if we can get back to live action here. 7-0 is your score, 4:59 still remaining here in the first quarter. Lincoln Academy jumped out fast. Elias King with a 3, Dalen Ridgnal with a 2, and Rafael Pinzon with a quick bucket off the opening tip. Coach Pete for the Falcons trying to get his team organized. Figuring out who's going to come in here for Kuma.
Here we come with the freshman, Silas Sunday.
That is a big freshman, Chuck Jones.
Yes, he is.
They list him at 7 feet. He looks more like an offensive lineman to me, but he was moving real well, had good feet out there in the warm-ups, and we are back to live action. Just under 5 minutes remaining. 7-0 is your score. Let's see if the Falcons can get on the board. They've been getting good open three-point looks, just haven't been able to splash them. Davis going to work. He's got to be their horse here. He's a 6'3" senior.
There's Sunday.
Sunday comes in and gets him right on the books.
He's a little early, but he's still here on Sunday on a Friday.
He is a load down there. Should be an interesting matchup between him and Sissoko. Nice drive, and there's Sunday clearing the boards. Let's see if the Falcons can get something going here with numbers. Davis driving, finds Sunday underneath, unable to corral it, and that's going to be Bulldogs ball. He's raw, this freshman, but he is plenty big.
Yes, and he is fresh from Ireland, I am told, and he is definitely over here not only learning the game, but also learning some of the American culture.
King tries to draw the foul. A little bit of a James Harden lean in. Doesn't get the call there. Rebound goes to the Falcons.
Got to act a little better.
Davis trying to get something cooking. Eyeing Pinzon.
Good D by Pinzon.
Yeah, coaches for the Bulldogs describe him as their top perimeter defender. He's got a tough assignment with Davis.
That's a good head fake right there. Good shot.
Bucket goes to Sanders.
Jaquan Sanders, a freshman as well.
Yeah, seems like the injury to Kuma's kind of woken up the Falcons. 7-4 is your score here.
I'd like to see Pinzon to keep that one more dribble. I think he would have been open.
Can't chase on King. Nope, King can't get it to fall. Ridgnal with a rebound.
He couldn't believe he was that wide open.
Stevens is going to step into one. Nope. Pulls back off, and he'll try to reset the offense up top.
See, you just got to like Stevens, man. The way that, he controls the tempo of the game. He doesn't force a lot of stuff. And, see, we get a good shot here.
Sissoko gets in tight on the big freshman, but not able to score. Davis is going to try to get something going. They're going to call the hand check, I think, on Pinzon there. A little bit of a ticky-tack one there.
Yeah, caught him reaching in a little bit.
Pinzon's an aggressive defender. I like the way he gets up in people's grill. He doesn't shy away from any challenge.
Exactly. He's doing a good job.
Working it around the perimeter. Ball stopping there with Davis. Davis trying to make something happen. Oh, Stevens was going for the breakaway, but sure enough, it's Sunday with 4 points off the bench in 2 minutes.
Freshman to freshman. Saunders with the assist.
Pinzon, nice, strong, aggressive move into the paint. He gets the foul call on Sunday. He'll go to the free throw line. 7-6 is your score. They've scored all 6 points since the injury to Kuma.
Yeah. These guys are, like Coach said, he's looking for guys to step up, and you got 2 freshmen that came in and made plays, scored, 4 to 6. Actually, they scored the 6 points. the 2 freshmen that are in the game for Our Saviour.
Pinzon front rims that first free throw. 2:22 remaining. 7-6 is your score. Pinzon, described by the coaches as one of their top outside shooters, and we've seen what can happen when he gets hot.
Yes, indeed. When he gets going, he's pretty much at your mercy.
And that second free throw is nothing but net. That's 3 for Pinzon. 8-6 is your score. 2:20 remaining here. Davis will look to set the offense. A lot of screens, trying to free him up. Corner threes away for Sanders. No good. Rebound.
I'll tell you one thing. Sanders is not shy, not the least bit. To be a freshman, he's let off a couple shots and made one himself.
He's letting them fly, that's for sure. Pinzon coming off the screen, trying to get King moving. Nothing going for him. Sissoko's going to work the high post. Stevens fires from deep. No good. Ridgnal
Good hustle.
Yep, going to stay Bulldogs ball. Ball's just not going in the basket for the Bulldogs here early. They've had a couple open looks for Stevens and for King.
Yeah, they did. And, Elias hit his first one, and Stevens hadn't found the bottom yet, but I'm pretty sure he's going to keep shooting.
I have no doubt whatsoever. 8-6 is your score. It's going to be Bulldogs ball. Bulldogs in white, OSL Falcons in red and gold. Inbound to Pinzon, being guarded closely by Davis. Looking inside to Sissoko.
He got his on his back. He saw the numbers. I think he should have delivered that pass on into Sissoko. Here we go. Got him with the freshman. Footwork. Got him in the air. Oh, there's a foul in there.
Yep, sure enough. And that's going to be the second foul real quick. And that's going to go against number 32 again there, Silas Sunday. That should be 2 fouls, and they're going to probably send him to the bench.
Yeah, OSL's going to have to go deep into their roster, looks like, today.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be number 11, Sadku. He's only 6'6" coming on here, and it's going to be a big challenge. He's still got the big body out there, Mulai Sissoko. And that's going to be a heck of a challenge. They don't have any size now.
and also Saduku is a freshman as well. So we're playing with 2 freshmen again on the floor here. Here's a senior here, Torres, missed the 3.
Sissoko with a rebound, trying to get
good
the ball
outlet
ahead.
Pass. I'll hit the trailer right here. Thank you very much. Got to finish that.
Stevens is having a bit of a rough night. He's off to a slow start tonight. Misses the little runner in the lane, and the score is still 9-6, but it's going to be Bulldogs ball.
Yeah, I thought he was, cash money right there in that lane. I've seen him hit that shot many times over. He's looking for, hey, you got a baby on you.
You got to feed the big man here.
Hey, look, he's telling him, hey, man, get down there.
He's got about 4 inches and about 50 pounds on the man trying to guard him. They're going to have to run extra defenders.
Yeah,
Coach Pete's going to have to run extra bodies over at him.
He got him with the push-off, though. Ooh. He doesn't have to work that hard. Saduko's, he looks like he's about 165 and, like he's, behind about 60 pounds.
Oh,
there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing that's going to slow Sissoko down there against a man that much smaller than him. It's going to be the too aggressive on the offensive end. Davis swings it around. Sanders firing again, and that one falls for 3.
Well, Sanders is definitely answering the call.
Yeah, with Posh Alexander out, Dashawn Davis, senior shooting guard, going over to Seton Hall next year. He's playing more of a distributor role. We haven't seen him get on the scoreboard yet. They're tied 9-9.
And he's, once again, a two-way player as well. Good lockdown defender, real good leader. Look at that ball handling right there to the open man.
Wide open three doesn't
Sooner
go
or
for
later,
Wazoo.
it looks like those shots are going to start dropping here, Brian. In the second quarter, look for that score to raise up real fast here.
Yeah, I got to think on both sides here. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Stevens eyeing the defense. 4
He's going
seconds,
for
3
it.
seconds. Pinzon, no, back to Stevens for a long three. No good. A little bit of a miscommunication there, don't you think?
Yeah, that was poor execution right there with the clock winding down. I like to see the ball move a little bit. Stevens kind of dribbled the air out there during that possession. So put Pinzon in a non-scoring position. So, give it right back to him. Long desperation shot, and it becomes a brick.
Yeah, 9-9 is your score. It's been, the Bulldogs have had good opportunities. They just haven't managed to put the ball in the bucket. We'll give you a quick look at the three-pointer there by Sanders for the Falcons late in the quarter. Nice rotation, and Sanders splashes that one. Chuck, the Bulldogs are getting the shots they want. It's been open looks for Pinzon, King, Stevens. Yeah. Just haven't been able to find the bottom of the net.
Yeah, that's unfortunate right now for the first quarter. But however, like I said, these guys look like they are pretty good scorers on the OSL side, and we also know about Lincoln Academy. They can put the ball in the basket. So look forward to the scores that go up a little more here in this second quarter.
Yep, 9-9. Lincoln looks like they're still sticking with their starting lineup. Haven't seen them go into the bench at all yet here in the first quarter. Pinzon, Stevens, King, Sissoko, and Ridgnal still out there for the Bulldogs, and they haven't gone deep into that bench yet at all.
Yeah, no one's in foul trouble, and right now they're not really in sync with each other. They don't have a team camaraderie of rhythm that they usually have. So I think it's a good move by Coach to keep them in there and let them get going.
Coach Omar Gonzalez led the Puerto Rican under-18, under-17 team at the FIBA Worlds and America's Cup. He's got plenty of experience out there for the Bulldogs.
Good matchup right here.
Davis going to work on Pinzon. Tightly guarded, has to swing it out top. Working the ball around, it's Lunch. Back over to Rivera-Torres, firing, no good. Elias King with the rebound. See if they look to spring Elias King here a little bit. He's gotten a couple of touches, a couple of opportunities, but hasn't really gotten anything going just yet, Chuck.
Yeah, most definitely. And here we go. He's answering the bell.
There he is.
Get it out the net. Elias King for the Tracy at the corner.
6 points for King on 2 3-pointers. Steal by Stevens, and here we go. Pinzon out ahead. Pinzon with the finish.
There we go. I think we're ready to roll right here,
Coach Pete
Brian,
better be looking for their timeout. If they can't get a good possession here, he's going to be in trouble. This thing is getting rolling. Bulldogs coming out with some fire here in the second quarter. Davis loses the ball right over to his teammate, and that's Nick Rivera-Torres with the bucket.
Good finish by Torres to make sure that he keeps the game within reach before it gets out of hand, but he's right here, down here.
Ridgnal going to work on him. No good. Couldn't get it to fall. We see a couple of players checking their way into the bench.
Lunch is not shy, and he's eating him for lunch right here. 2 back-to-back baskets.
Big 3 by Lunch. No good. It's going to be Davis pushing again. We're back to tied at 14-all. Davis
like
driving.
The momentum is changing.
That one finds its way to Lunch off Sissoko's hand. High pass corralled. Deep 3 for Lunch. No good. Sissoko's going to try to get this break going. He's got King in front of him. They got numbers. King going to the bucket, not able to get it fall.
Yeah,
no
looking
foul
for the
call.
foul, looking for that contact, and he's not going to get it. He got to go to the basket strong, just like this gentleman just did right here.
And that's Dashawn Davis going right into the body of Mulai Sissoko.
And that's how you have to attack. If you get the call, you get the call, but he's going in there to finish, and good finish by Davis.
And that's the first lead of the game for the visiting Falcons. They are up 16-14 here. A little flurry of run for both teams. 5-0 run by the Bulldogs, answered by a 7-0 run the other way. King eyes the long 3, coming off the screen.
Still pulls it.
Oh, yes, he does.
Yeah. Uh-oh. It looks like the coals are starting to get warm.
That is the third 3 for Elias King, and he is looking to score early and often in this game here against Our Saviour Lutheran.
Strong move right here.
Nice move to the basket. That was Ade Wazoo, and he's not able to finish that one. 17-16 is your score. Wazoo's going to go to the line.
This is a good-looking team here, OSL. They, they only have four seniors, and, they're carrying 4 other freshmen. They have a very bright future ahead. They're going to keep working. Coach Wade's very excited about the future of this team.
Got some substitutions over there. Looks like Jalen Carruth checks in. Frankie Anselm checked in. I don't think we have 34. Chuck, who's 34 there?
He is not on the roster. Oh, that is the the 8th grader.
Goran Yang. Frankie Anselm tries the long 3, no good. Going the other way, blocked and out of bounds. And it is tied all back up here, 17 all, but a little bit of a game of runs. It's going to be the Falcons ball underneath the basket.
Good inbounds play right here.
Gets Anselm off his feet.
Way to be patient.
Not able to finish it. Ridgnal with the rebound. Stevens
got to be patient like that with a shot blocker like Anselm in the game. And here we go.
Woo! And throws it up and throws it in. Nice alley-oop there by Stevens. Lunch fires for 3, and he is getting hot. That's his second 3. He's got 6.
Lunch has brought his lunch box, ready to work.
Puts them back up on top, and it's going to be a fun game. I think we're going to have to start checking ties and lead changes here, Chuck.
Yeah, exactly. It's getting really good right here, and this is what you want right here. Good hooping.
Stevens to inbound under the basket, down by 1 here with 4:30 remaining in the second. Carruth fires from 3.
Uh-oh.
And we know he is not shy to shoot, Chuck Jones. He will fire every time he can.
Exactly. He's going to let that thing fly. He has a very nice-looking jump shot. These guys, like I said, Brian, their shots are going to start falling. Because a lot of these guys have good-looking shots, and the ball's working around into their favor. These guys keep shooting, and, hey, we're getting some showtime here. Stevens from the 5-second line.
Ball's bouncing around. Rebound goes to the Falcons. They fire around to Sanders.
Good
Davis,
pass.
Beautiful ball movement, and that is 7 points for Nick Rivera-Torres.
The ball touched the floor 1 time, and 4 guys touched it before the score.
Trying to work it inside to Frankie Anselm. Smaller defender on him. Slaps at it, and that one is out of bounds. Give you a quick look here while we got a quick break in the action. That alley-oop pass. Give you a quick look here, alley-oop by Stevens, and we will be back to live action here in a second. Pinzon trying to get the ball inside. He's got Carruth. You know Carruth likes to let it fly, Chuck.
Yeah, and the thing about it, he's not a standstill shooter. He can shoot off the dribble, create his own shot as well.
Oh, they're going to call that a jump ball. Nice play by Sanders. Sanders gets his hands on the ball, and Ridgnal wasn't able to get it up, but it's going to stay Lincoln ball.
I tell you what, for Sanders to be a freshman, he's came in and caused a lot of activity.
He's got 5 points. Number 2, Jaquan Sanders for the Falcons. Carruth's going to fire that one for sure.
Can't leave him open.
Oh, in and out, but tipped in. We're going to give that one to Frankie Anselm. Chuck, what do you think?
Yeah, it looks like Frankie is, with that 7-foot wingspan, was able to get the tip right there.
Oh, they're going to call travel there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shook his feet too much. 25-24 is your score. It is the Falcons from OSL on top of Lincoln Academy here. This game has picked up a pace. It was 9-9.
Yeah, it was just
9-9.
That was my thought. It was just 9-9. Now we're rolling.
Absolutely, and it's been a fun one. Pinzon, blow-by move and a finish.
Way to use the screen right there. That was a good screen by Frankie Anselm. He's a very solid player, and that was a fundamental move right there by Pinzon.
Pinzon got 1 step ahead of his defender, and you could say goodbye. He's got 7 on the game. Ball bouncing around, though.
It's like got away with one there.
Yep, sure enough. There were a number of Bulldogs looking to run out there on that possession.
Oh, great D right here.
Popped it away. Can't quite corral it, and we're going the other direction. They got numbers if they see it. Look out. It's Sanders along the baseline.
Oh, he tight-roped that baseline, didn't he?
Davis back to Torres. No good. Ridgnal with the rebound. But that's a good-looking shot. That's exactly what you want. And Davis has really just been distributing well for this Falcons team.
Oh, yeah. It truly looks like he'll be able to fit in the Seton Hall's program with the play that he's creating.
Let's see here. Looks like Davis is going to continue to work in this creator role. Throw the double team at him, left him open. Look out. It's our man Lunch going to work.
Had to get back, though.
Carruth.
Good move by Carruth. I think if I was Carruth, I know he's seen nothing but basket and seen a smaller guy on him. But, however, if he would have dropped that over the shoulder to Frankie Anselm as he's coming down the lane, I think we would have had a Showtime crusher right there.
Give you a quick look back at Anselm's tip in there while we got a quick break in the action. Carruth at the free throw line. Yet another lead change, Chuck Jones. That's the 5th one so far here in this early going. Carruth hits the first free throw. He has 4 on the night. 2-point lead now for the Bulldogs. I see Bernard Kuma back on the bench over there, still with a pretty big bandage on the top of his head.
Yeah, Kuma may be done for the night. We're going to try to give an opportunity for the younger classmen to get a shot off, get their opportunities.
Coach Gonzalez screaming at his team to get back.
Lunch is not shy to let it go. Strong move.
Woo! Big Euro step move, and Dashawn Davis showing off that Seton Hall skill.
That was a very good use of the jump stop to be able to create space and then also use the footwork to get in between the trees down there for the easy lay.
Yeah, beautiful move inside by Dashawn Davis. He'll go to the free throw line for the and one opportunity, and that's going to bring Stevens back in the game to try to slow him down.
Yeah, I think Coach Gonzalez has seen enough. Want to end out the quarter strong, going into halftime, give Pinzon a little break, as he's done well in the first half. We're tied at 28, Brian.
All right, well, when we get another break in the action, we'll give you a look at that Dashawn Davis bucket there. Davis with his 5th point with the and one, and we are back to tied, our 4th tie to go along with 5 lead changes early on. 3-pointer from the corner, and it's good.
Gordon Yang.
Nice bucket there. He's got 5. 31-20 is our score, and yet another lead change. Chalking up number 6 in the early going here. Davis, and it looks like they got the foul there. We're going to give you a quick look at that play from before while we got a quick break. Show you that beautiful Euro step move in there by Dashawn Davis. He gets the bucket and one. Look at the way he slices through the defense and gets that thing to fall. 1:21 remaining here. Lincoln Bulldogs on top, 31-28. Home team Bulldogs in white. OSL Falcons in the burgundy and gold. Going to work.
Lincoln plays a great help man defense. They're able to plug those middle lanes, and you see there you force them to a unadvised shot, but however, he's hit 1 or 2 early, so he's going to keep shooting.
And it's going to be Lincoln ball with 1:01 remaining here in the half, up by 3. Stevens yet to get on the board. That's probably the first time we've gone a whole half without seeing him, and they're going to call the offensive foul, I believe, on Frankie Anselm.
Yeah, I think, Lincoln's big guys, their eyes are opening up wide when they see that they have much smaller guys on them. And, they're doing it too aggressive trying to get their position. All they have to do is just, stand strong and put their hands up and get that thing.
Well, here goes Sissoko guarding deep along the perimeter. Lunch is blow by. Torres unable to get it to go. Sissoko with the rebound. 35 seconds left. Got to get the ball to Stevens here. They got numbers if he pushes it. And he does. Gets into the paint. Coming at him. And the referee's going to call the block. Looked like one of them was the referee on the baseline was about to signal the charge.
He called the charge, but overruled from out here on the perimeter.
Yeah, they're going to call the blocking foul, and Stevens will go to the free throw line. And this may be exactly what Michael Stevens need. Get a couple easy buckets and get himself on the scoreboard here.
Exactly. Nothing like a layup and a free throw to go with it for a guy that likes to shoot.
Coach Pete wants no part of this. See if we can give you a quick replay here before Stevens gets to the free throw line. This was the move. You make the call from home. Was it a charge? Was it a block? I don't know. Second time seeing it here. What's our producer Locke say? Charge or block? We don't know. Referees say it's a block. We're going with block. Michael Stevens going to line. Coach Pete down there still complaining for OSL.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely upset about that. He feel like his call was overruled, that one on the baseline, and thought it was going to go the other way, but
Stevens makes one. 6-point lead, 18 seconds left. Sissoko, great
There's
perimeter defense. Here comes the dunk. Oh, no, he loses the handle but gets it finished anyways.
All right.
Blocked.
Black on D.
Stevens going to try to get one up here. 2 seconds, 1 second, and Stevens gets it to fall before the half. Chuck, it's just like last time we had these guys. Stevens manages to put one in right before the half.
Yeah, and just like that, Brian, it's a 10-point deficit for OSL, so they have to regroup when they get back in. Now, that was a great use of the push dribble by Stevens to basically cover ground while the clock was ticking to get to the basket and get that layup off. Good job by Stevens.
Stevens with 3 points, all in the last minute of the second quarter. Elias King, though, leading the Bulldogs. 3 quick threes for 9 points. I've got Pinzon with 7. Carruth with 5, and number 34, we believe, is Gordon Yang. We're going to double-check that with 5 as well. Give you a quick look at this frantic finish here. And this was the steal by Sissoko and went in for the huge dunk. Kind of lost the handle a little bit at the last moment, but did manage to finish that one off. 38-28 is your score. 10 minutes on the clock out there for the halftime. You are watching the Lincoln Academy Network powered by Sportal TV. Lincoln Academy was founded in 2017, posted a 25-9 record in their first season. The program has competed against some of the best competition and in some of the best tournaments in the country. They have a 100% graduation rate and over 100 Division I coaches have visited campus. Bulldog players have earned over 50 Division I scholarships. For more information, visit www.thelincolnacademy.com. These Bulldogs are going to be on the road, Chuck, next week, February the 4th. They head over to the Memphis Classic. Some good teams should be playing over there. And these guys play a challenging schedule, the Bulldogs, and they constantly go after it.
Yes, they do. And then, like I said earlier in the broadcast, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to go out and play against the best, because if you think you're the best, you got to play against the best to prove it. So they are definitely doing the right thing, scheduling these good games here, like the one they have here against OSL, and then also some of the road games that they've been at, the different tournaments and such. Though they are definitely on the way up,
and they are trying to get themselves ready for the big competition down as they roll down the rest of this season. And they've certainly got the players to do it. Michael Stevens, Elias King, Mulai Sissoko, and Ridgnal, the 4 seniors for this program. And just an incredibly bright future behind them. Pinzon, their 5th starter, a sophomore. You've seen it tonight. He's got 7 points. You got the 2 big men sophomores, Bretner Matumbo, Frankie Anselm, and sweet shooting freshman Jalen Carruth. This program's got a lot of upside.
Oh, yeah, and most definitely so. And, just talking with basketball operations, Courtney Goldwire, he's allowed us to know that, look forward to next year. They definitely have some other players that will be coming in and providing an impact and getting that exposure that they all want and seek.
Well, and if this is your first time watching them, this is a big-time program, the Lincoln Bulldogs. They took on and took right down to the wire against Montverde, one of the perennial powerhouses. Lost by a point, very contested play. Michael Stevens would tell you he got fouled at the at the buzzer and should have been sitting at the free throw line to win that game.
Yeah, that win definitely would have been a huge boost for Lincoln. As Mount Verde has produced a lot of players, D'Angelo Russell, Ben Simmons, the list kind of goes on and on. A.J. Barrett over at Duke. So, look forward to Mount Verde to keep doing what they do, but Lincoln is definitely right on their tail.
Absolutely. About 7 minutes remaining here in the half. Lincoln opened up this really big lead. It was 9-9. It was a slow start for both squads at the end of the first quarter.
Yes.
Lincoln managed 29 points in the second quarter. Elias King early, and then really nice balanced effort by a number of the players on this team for the Bulldogs to get them rolling.
and that's one thing about, a team like this. You're not going to have, a 25, 30-point score on these type of teams. It's going to be a balanced diet of all the players that are involved, because pretty much all the players, if they're, playing at, their local neighborhood high school, they would possibly be that 25 to 30-point shooter score. So, when you have this, you're basically looking to see what these players can do in the half-court set. How are they able to defend on the perimeter? And it doesn't take long for a lot of these scouts to, view these kids and be able to assess what they can and cannot do.
Well, and being coached by a guy like Omar Gonzalez, he runs the Puerto Rican U18, U17 teams of the FIBA Worlds and the America's Cup. This is not your regular high school coach over here.
No, it isn't. It isn't. Coach Gonzalez has tons of basketball experience, and that would be definitely a huge advantage for any player that would, consider coming to Lincoln Academy. You definitely are going to get better, and you're going to get some very good coaching.
Yeah, we got a chance to see Coach Gonzalez working with the kids at practice. I mean, this is a guy who's in there every minute of the day, coaching them up, trying to get them to understand his offense, trying to teach these guys and get them ready to play at the next level, running this kind of freelance motion offense. He described it as kind of a 4-out, 1-in, a lot of cut, a lot of motion, and very similar to what you're going to see at the college game level.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of motion, a lot of flex. You'll get some screens, off-ball screens, get, the guys like Elias King open for those open shots. So we definitely are impressed with what Coach Gonzalez has been able to do in his short time here at Lincoln Academy.
Absolutely, as we look forward here to the second half, it was when Lincoln really got out and running. Would you expect to see Coach Gonzalez maybe go to some of that full court pressure? We've seen them do that in other games to try to up the pace, or can he get what he wants out of the half court?
Yeah, the thing about OSL, these guys are, some crafty players. They have good IQ, and when you press a team like that, sometimes it comes to backfire on you. But right now, I would stick with the defense that they're playing right now. It seems to be working pretty well, that man-to-man.
And they've got a big size advantage. We haven't really seen them try to hammer the ball inside. We just got a very brief glimpse there at the big man, Silas Sunday. He came in, he gave him 4 quick points and 2 quick fouls. And got himself put right back on the bench.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because, he did come in and, cause some activity. Actually, he, sparked the run that they went on. Him and also Jaquan Sanders. So, with those 2 freshmen, and, they may have to go to them. And, it sounds funny that you have to go to some freshmen to, close the gap. But, essentially that's what's going to have to happen to make it a pretty good game.
Well, leading scorers for them are the older Bucks. The Nick Rivera-Torres, number 13. He's got 7. I got Tajon Lunch with 6 and Dashawn Davis with 5, including an acrobatic and 1 to get them in this. But, in a game that we saw 6 lead changes, 4 ties early on, and it's been all Lincoln for the last few minutes here.
Yeah, and they have the size advantage right now. OSL has 2 6'10" players that are not here today, or not on the floor today, and that is pretty hurtful when you're going against guys like Frank Anselm and Mutombo and Suzuka.
Yeah, and we also got the word from the coaches that number 34 is actually Buna Kibe, and he came off the bench and gave him 5 quick points. And athletic, newer player to the team, didn't even make it onto the official roster that we'd seen. And he came in and gave him a real nice spark off the bench.
Yeah, he did. Definitely did. He came in, played some good, solid defense, and also led the break, caught a Showtime alley-oop. So he's definitely made his presence known.
2 minutes left here in this half. 38-28 is your score. Lincoln Academy Bulldogs on top. You are watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportle TV. Lincoln Academy is Atlanta's premier elite prep high school. Lincoln's mission is to mold young men into great citizens while developing world-class athletes. For more information, visit www.thelincolnacademy.com. About a minute and a half to go. Over on the OSL side, it's been Dashawn Davis really acting more early as a distributor. Once he really got into the offensive scoring, that's when you started to see them click a little bit more.
Yes, he definitely has to do a little bit more of everything. To say the least. He's a good distributor, but he also is a good scorer, and he's going to have to defend as well because he's known as a good defender, good on-ball defender. So, we'll like to see him get in the face of Stevens and cause a little disruption.
Feels like if they're going to be able to get back into this one, they're going to have to ride the senior Dashawn Davis. He's their horse. He's their top scorer, a shooting guard, signed to go to Seton Hall next year. They're going to need more than 5 points out of him in the second half if they're going to have a chance to get back in this thing.
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. He's, like you said, he's going to Seton Hall. He's definitely a primetime player, so he's going to have to show and prove his worth today.
Yeah, we've seen glimpses of it as he's been driving the basket, but he's usually been more driving to create for others so far early on. He's going to have to be a little bit more selfish, I think, and really try to score the bucket here.
Yeah, and it looks like he attempted it a few times, but however, give credit to the Lincoln Academy of Defense. They were cutting off a lot of the lanes that he was trying to create. So, he had to make the basketball play by giving it up to the open man.
Yeah, Pinzon and Stevens, both excellent on-ball defenders on the perimeter for the Bulldogs. Coach Omar Gonzalez has got a lot of different people he can throw out there. A minute and a half remaining here in the halftime. 38-28 is your score. Coming to you live here from Summer Hour Middle School in Norcross, Georgia. Brian Warner here with Chuck Jones. You're watching Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Chuck, what do you think? Is it going to be Elias King leading the Bulldogs through the second half? He's knocked down 3 threes. He looked smooth as could be early on.
He did. It could be Elias. It could be Pinzon. It could be Stevens, for the second half. You can't count out Ridgnal as well. So, I'm not sure, Brian. It definitely can be, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, who's going to end up becoming the, leading scorer for Lincoln. But they have to finish the deal right now and capitalize on this 10-point lead.
Lincoln Bulldogs in the all-whites taking on Our Saviour Lutheran out of the Bronx in New York. The Falcons in the red and gold. It's going to be Lincoln ball to start the second half here. See Stevens look to get the offense set. He's got 3 points, didn't get any buckets to go in until late in the quarter. Looks like Elias King's going to come out and take it in the high post. Work a little two-man game. Soko, he's got the big man, Silas Sunday, out there with him. Let's see if he tries to get that third foul call on him.
Yeah, I thought Soko was going to try to take him off the dribble and see what he can get, but he's going to get him here on the inside. Lost the handle there.
Down to King along the baseline. King, tough contested shot with two guys around him.
Yeah, 7-footer in there, King. You're going to have to finish. Good finish right there.
Yeah, and that was Wazoo with the bucket. He's got 3. 38-30 your score now, 7-20. Trying to get it inside of Ridgnal. Ridgnal's saying it's out off the Falcons, but the referees do not agree with them.
Back-to-back turnovers for the Bulldogs.
Let's see if the Falcons can capitalize here. Well, nope, they're going to reverse it. Looks like it's going to be Bulldogs ball. Little hometown referee cooking there.
Yeah, just a little bit there.
Yeah, it's going to be Bulldogs ball. Stevens will step back and inbound it. Finds Ridgnal, hand off to Stevens. Stevens will try to set the offense. They're going to work a little two-man game with Sissoko. Stevens just kind of push shot that thing and not able to get it to fall.
Can't find the bottom of the basket unless he's shooting a layup today.
Wazoo probing the defense, gets it to the big man, not able to get the little runner to fall. Look at Elias King way ahead of the pack. Nobody sees him. Turnover, Wazoo. Fires from the corner. Sanders, no good. Stevens looking up, trying to see if he can find some numbers here.
Got to create lanes, fellas.
Elias King can't leave that man open, Chuck Jones.
Is 4 for 4.
He's got 12
got the coals burning right now.
If you're the Falcons, Coach Pete, you got to be telling people you cannot leave Elias King open at the three-point line like that.
Yeah, Elias King is definitely a walking candle. He can always keep his flame hot. Good
nice
pass.
ball movement. Unable to finish. Tip doesn't go. And Sissoko with the rebound. Swiped at Pinzon. He's got numbers. He's got Ridgnal along the baseline if he can find him. Elias King is screaming for it in the far side. Ridgnal better knock that one down or he's going to hear about it.
Yeah.
If Ridgnal didn't put that one in the basket, Elias King was going to give him an earful. He had boboth hands above his head. He was jumping up and down screaming from the ball on the far side, but Ridgnal takes care of business.
Out there asking for the ball, right?
44-30. They are getting red hot. Give you a quick look back at it. Here comes a quick look at Elias King knocking one down here. And bang.
Yeah, there it is. Elias King definitely has a stroke going. Like I said, when he walks in the gym, the guy's already hot.
Well, and Coach Pete knows that he's got to calm this team down here, and he's got to take care of the perimeter. It always starts outside for this Lincoln Academy team. Give you another look at another three-pointer here. This is Ridgnal from the left side here, and they are getting hot. Ridgnal with 5, Elias King up to 12 on 4 three-pointers.
Yeah, I think Coach Pete Way has definitely, called the timeout to kind of stop the bleeding, but also to regroup his kids. They started off, causing 2 turnovers back-to-back, and since then the scores went up 14 points.
You surprised to see Nick Rivera-Torres on the bench? He was hot in the second quarter, and it really seemed to open up the offense. Senior, 6'7". He gave him a good chunk of offense.
I thought that, they were going to make that adjustment. But, however, Coach is going with the 3 freshman trio.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure shown, but they pulled back out of it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if they can cause a turnover early, but then we're going to get back.
Yeah, Coach Pete not happy over there. Didn't see the play he wanted. Pinzon, great defense on Davis. Got the switch they wanted. Three-pointer fired, and it is good, and that is Sanders with 8.
I'm beginning to like Sanders a little bit there, Brian. He's definitely shown a lot of heartless shots.
Oh, Elias King can't get the short one to fall. It wasn't a three-pointer. It's too easy for him. 44-33, 5:20 remaining.
Good handle.
Nice move inside, and that's Dashawn Davis to Sunday, his 6-point. Elias King for 3. Oh, good.
He missed his first one, huh?
All right, 44-35 now, approaching 5 minutes remaining in the third. It's been a frantic pace here since the slow start for both squads in the first quarter. And another nice play inside to Sunday. He has 8 points, Chuck. He is a force down there.
Yeah, Sunday, and he has a very nice soft touch. And here comes the fullback. I'm sorry.
Dylan Wazoo attacking at the basket off the steal. And they're down by 7 here.
He was attacking it like Jerome Bettis coming down the lane right there. It's hard to get out of his way. Got to get out of his way, actually.
Give you a quick look at the three-pointer here while we got Wazoo at the free throw line. First free throw, no good.
Okay, here's Torres coming on in as you requested. 7-point game. They can cut it to 6 here with this free throw.
Okay, here we go. 4:52 remaining. Free throw is good, and that's Wazoo.
Just like that. We got a 6-point game. Here's some pressure right here by OSL.
Yep. But
easily
King breaks it.
Easily broken.
They were fighting over who was going to dunk that one.
Okay, Ridgnal. Ridgnal caught him a body down there.
Ridgnal with the big dunk. He's got 7. Pace is picking up again. Davis working inside. Tries to get it to Sunday.
Good pass, Sunday. Good catch and good pass.
Torres airballs that one from the middle of the paint.
Yeah, I like to see Torres make that. Okay, here comes Diamond Press again.
And easily broken right over the top. Pinzon's got numbers. Ridgnal passes up the corner 3. Takes the wing 3. Oh, doesn't get it to fall. Out of bounds. Give you a quick look here if we got it. Yeah, give you a quick look at this dunk by Ridgnal while we got a quick break in the action. 4:21 remaining, 38-46. 46, Lincoln Academy on top by 8 here. 4:15 remaining. Davis working two-man game with Sunday. Doesn't see the defender coming.
Good tip pass.
Pops it around. Wazoo for 3, and it's good.
Straight from the Wazoo.
He's got 7.
And cashed out.
King calling for the ball on the far side. Pinzon doesn't need any help. He gets the bucket to go. 4:22 remaining. 38-46. 46, Lincoln Academy on top by 8 here. 4:15 remaining. Davis working two-man game with Sunday. Doesn't see the defender coming. Pops it around. Wazoo for 3, and it's good. He's got 7. King's calling for the ball on the far side. Pinzon doesn't need any help. He gets the bucket to go. King was looking for the three-pointer in the corner. Pinzon said, I don't care if I got two guys on me. I'm putting it in my darn self.
I'm going in right there. I got it on the break. Good use of the left hand, good finish. Let's see if he can finish the three-point play.
Give you a quick look at this Pinzon bucket here. Pinzon will now fire up the free throw, and that's good. Pinzon's got 10. Elias King with a dozen. Just under 4 minutes remaining, and the lead's back to 8. Davis looks like he's going to try to run a little two-man game with with Sunday, being guarded by Sissoko.
Sunday on the bottom screen.
Oh.
Here we go.
Ridgnal, he's got an open run at it. Oh, my goodness, fouled from behind.
That's not a bad foul by Torres.
No.
He just came down and crammed one earlier, so, we know what he's getting ready to rev up for. So he just went on ahead and make sure that you're going to earn these two from the line.
Yeah, Torres got just enough in front of him, I think, that it wasn't a breakaway foul call. Very heady move by the senior from OSL.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And he made a play on the ball, so. But, hey, he's earned one of the two here.
Ridgnal doesn't seem to mind one bit. He's got 8. Lead back up to 9, 58-41. 3:29 remaining here in the third. Second free throw is good. Make it 9 points for Ridgnal.
And we're back up to 10, just like that.
Davis going to work with Wazoo over there. Back to Davis. Davis trying to get something going in the two-man game. Oh, lost the handle, and Torres couldn't grab it himself. He had to leave it behind.
Seen Ridgnal coming out at him.
A little bit of sloppy passing there. Sissoko trying to get in there.
I think he shuffled his feet a little bit.
Ooh, we got him for the foot move there.
Yeah, good spin. Once he tried to gather his feet, he shuffled them just a little bit. The Falcons got to get something going right here and, have some good, consistent defensive play if they want to get back in this game.
Yeah, it's been a nice spark by Silas Sunday, playing with the 2 fouls here, and they're going to get him on the walk.
Okay.
Nope. Now they're going to call the foul before the walk.
Well, that's one thing, caught them down there reaching into the cookie jar, and a lot of times you're going to get that call.
Yeah, it's been a fast-paced game. Referees haven't really been calling too much of these ticky-tack things, so let them play. 10 minutes to 10-point game, 2:52 remaining here in the third. Wazoo's going to pull up. No good. Ball bouncing around. Sissoko on
Sunday. Keeping it alive down there.
Ridgnal kind of poked it away, but not able to get control of it. Still a 10-point game here. 2:44 remaining. It's going to be Falcons ball underneath the basket.
Good use of that 7-foot frame that he's having to keep the ball alive.
Yeah, Sunday's been in for 5 minutes and change. His first run, he had about 2 minutes, 4 points, and 2 fouls. So he's been much more productive here in this third quarter. Look out, wide open. Sanders fires, no good. Sissoko just grabs it over the top. But that ball is bouncing around. Nice little touch pass. Here comes Davis. Oh, not able to get it to go. And Stevens just pulls up and lets it go out of bounds.
Good heady play by Stevens. He was going for the rebound. Seen
Davis came running at him.
Yeah, seen Davis coming at it and just couldn't get to it quick enough. Davison went on ahead and pulled back, and there it is.
Yeah, they're going to show a little bit of this diamond press again here, trying to pick up full court. Did not work out well for him. Led to fast break, easy buckets. Will be interesting to see how long Coach B tries this.
It looks like he pulled it back just a little bit, just to add a little bit added pressure.
Oh, sloppy pass, and there goes Davis.
And
Turn it over the other way.
Waiting for the ball to come to him as opposed to going to it.
Here's
King. Elias, get on it.
Passes up the 3, but can't get the dunk to fall. Elias King is wide open on the baseline if they can find him, and takes it right into the body of Sunday and gets the foul call. King knows. He signaled over to Coach Gonzalez. All right, I should have just laid that sucker in.
Didn't have my legs there. It didn't have his legs right there at that time, but here he is back at the line. Way to keep playing.
51-41, 2:06 remaining here in the third. Elias King at the free throw line to shoot 2. If he's shooting 2, I expect him to be making 2 at the free throw line. He's got a sweet stroke.
You might want to signal down to the guy at the box score and just let him know, go ahead and write those down because these is cash right here.
We probably jinxed the heck out of this kid now. 52-41, 2:06 remaining. Second free throw coming for Elias King.
Write it down.
He took care of it. He has 14 to lead all scorers. Dalen Ridgnal with 9. Rafael Pinzon with 10 for the Bulldogs. Silas Sunday with 8 to lead the Falcons. There goes Rivera-Torres firing. No good. Rebound goes to Sadku. Going to try to set the offense back up again. Lunch gave him some real nice minutes off the bench in the second quarter. Wazoo can't get that one to fall. Elias King's got Stevens out ahead. Stevens looks around. Stevens. And that'll give him a nice, easy look at the bucket. He's got 5.
And like I said, man, these guys, they get out running. As soon as they see that the possession has become theirs, they're filling lanes. And like we said right here you go. They're filling the lanes.
Oh, they got big-time numbers. Look how quick Pinzon moves to offense there. Ridgnal, nice move along the baseline. Loses it.
Playing.
Pinzon's going to battle for the rebound. Ball's bouncing around. Looks like it's going to come
get on the floor. Good hustle.
Yeah, Davis to Rivera-Torres. Rivera-Torres can't get the little runner.
You down 14 points, you got to come up with that when you're a senior.
Yeah, and he gives the foul there. So insult to injury, gave the foul. Jalen Carruth's going to come in, looks like Pinzon's going to get a little bit of a break. Carruth had 5 quick points in short minutes in the second quarter. 1:04 remaining, lead up to 14, 55-41 for the hometown Lincoln Bulldogs. Showing a little pressure again back in this diamond press. Lincoln did a good job throwing the ball over the top of this press earlier. Carruth will let fly from 3. No good. Sissoko with the rebound, though. Elias King will let fly from 3, and that one will go. Elias King, red hot. He's got 17.
Giving him a couple shots at that thing. He's going to hit 1 or 2 of them.
Oh, yeah. Elias King was 17 to lead all scorers. This is the best all-around game we've seen from King so far as we've been on. This is our 3rd game here with Lincoln Academy.
Yes, indeed. He's shown why he's going to miss a great pass. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, and not able to finish. Sissoko's going to get the break rolling. King's got numbers. King driving, keeps it,
and gets
block,
the
bucket, and one.
All right.
Elias King with the aggressive move. Blocking call called there. Tried to get himself set, was Lunch underneath the basket, but he wasn't able to get his feet set.
No, not at all. Not one bit. Good drive by Elias King. Way to finish and concentrating and finish there. Finish the play right here at the free throw line.
And that is 20 for Elias King. I'll give you a quick look back here at that bucket by King off the loose ball, the three-pointer that got him cooking. We are back to live action. The lead all the way up to 20, and man, oh man, did that happen fast. 61-41 is your score.
They cut it down to 6, and, next thing you know, Lincoln has made a few shots, and they're up 20 points now.
Fires from the baseline, no good. Anselm's going to try to get that thing out, and here comes Elias King. And this dunk he will complete his 22nd point. And right before the buzzer, Elias King gets that one in. Wow, Chuck, it has been a fast pace for the Lincoln Bulldogs, and they have blown this thing open, 63-41.
Yeah, it seems like it was just 5 minutes ago when the score was 9-9.
Give you a quick look here at Elias King. Steal and the flush. 63-41 is your score as we approach the fourth quarter. It has been all Elias King. He has 22 to lead the Bulldogs. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network powered by Sportal TV. Lincoln Academy is Atlanta's premier elite prep high school. Lincoln's mission is to mold young men into great citizens while developing world-class athletes. For more information, visit www.thelincolnacademy.com. Chuck, you've watched Elias King over the years, and this has got to be one of the better games I've seen out of him. He is really showing dominant form out there.
Yes, he has definitely brought his cookbook with him today, and he's cooking up something real nice out here on Somerville's court.
Absolutely. 8 minutes on the clock for this fourth quarter here as the Lincoln Academy Bulldogs look to go to work. 63-41 is your score. And it looks like, Frankie Anselm checked into the game. We got Anselm and Sissoko, Elias King, Jalen Carruth, and Michael Stevens. Your Coach Pete over there, you're down 22 on the road, coming into the fourth quarter. You just want to see some hustle in this fourth quarter, right?
Yeah, and, like he had told me, he expects to, see some of his younger players get a lot of playing time, due to the injuries of some of his starters, a couple of his starters. And, like to see Davis to try to take control of this game, but it's, that defense by Lincoln is definitely starting his work.
Yeah, he's been able to get into the paint, but that's where the trouble's been starting. There's a nice, strong drive to the basket, and Davis
He must have heard us up here.
He sure did. He took it strong to the hoop. The back in this diamond press. Elias King being pressured, but, they're going to call
Elias with the push off.
The push, yeah. King is so big, he was just putting his hand up, and it was like little flies swatting at him, but he pushed off with the offhand.
Yeah. You'll get that from time to time. You try to create that space with that offhand, and, good call by the referee here.
You didn't really need to. I don't think those two guys could have gotten to the ball without a full-on running jump.
Right. He's, 6'8",
Davis, step back three, no good, but the rebound, I think they're going to call that foul on Stevens, yeah. Rebound, Shamar McKenzie aggressively going after that one, and they're going to call Stevens for kind of getting underneath
good job by McKenzie to crash the boards there. And it looks like one of those calls could have went both ways. But, however, we're down. It's a 20-point game. Let's give them a little cushion here.
McKenzie working out on the perimeter. A little bit of some
lost
Ball's handle.
And here's Elias again.
Elias King with his 24th point of the night. He has got it cooking out here.
Yeah, he has both stoves going right now.
Lunch trying to take it into the paint.
There's
turns
Elias
it over.
Good
King out to Stevens.
Pass.
Stevens with the big dunk. The local fans, they love it.
For the get down.
Yeah, Stevens usually the guy that lays it in, but man, oh man, did he bring it. Jalen Carruth is going to try to take one in. Not able to finish it, but he'll get his own rebound. Back out to Frankie Anselm. Challenging the big man.
6'11" versus 7 foot in there.
Yeah, ball still popping around. King goes after it. Davis comes away with it.
Falcons had numbers.
Yeah, 4-on-2 here. McKenzie passes up the three.
That's good D right there, Masako.
Inside, back outside. Davis is going to be open from three. Passes it up, drives the basket.
A foul on the floor.
Yeah. And that'll give us a break in the action. Let me give you a quick look at that. Let's see. We got the Stevens dunk here for you. You don't get to see these often, so enjoy them. There's Michael Stevens throwing it down.
Making his presence known.
Absolutely. Three ball up and away, no good. Whoop. Sissoko got control of that one.
It's almost like Lincoln knows that when there's a missed shot, they're getting the rebound because you always see 2-3 guys already gone down the floor creating lanes.
Lunch is going to fire from three, not able to get it to go. Sissoko looking ahead. He's got Carruth. Carruth just kind of pops that one up and pops it in. He's got 7, and Lincoln's running away with this one. Chuck.
Most teams make the free throw line extended outlet pass. However, Lincoln Academy is making the 3/4 length outlet pass.
Yeah, they do not hesitate. They run every chance they get, and it makes them a heck of a lot of fun to watch, that's for sure. Stevens was looking for the full court touchdown pass there. Gets it out to Anselm. Anselm's going to get it to Carruth. Wide open. He'll fire.
You know he's shooting it.
Yes, sir, he does. And
get
that
it out
is
the net.
10.
Jalen Carruth.
Jalen Carruth. He's got 10 fast. We have seen Carruth. He is a gunner. He is only a freshman, 6'5". You know, we've seen his father played at Kentucky, played a bit in the NBA, and Carruth is an aggressive player for a freshman on a team like this.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely in the genes. His father, Rashad Carruth, was played at Oak Hill and was McDonald's All-American back in his senior years. And, he's passed down the talent to his son, Jalen.
Going to be a free throw. First free throw is good for Davis. We'll give you a quick peek at that Carruth three. Well, we got a substitution in there. Check out Jalen Carruth knocking down the three ball. He's got 10 points. Lincoln Academy open up a big lead going into the bench. Buna Kibi coming in. Looks like Ridgnal back on the court. Pinzon back in. And second free throw is good for Davis, but this one's getting away from the Falcons.
Yeah, and it's getting away from them quick.
Kibi was looking for that one over there on the baseline. He was wide open, number 34. Ridgnal working the two-man game with Anselm right into the big shot blocker, and Sunday's going to get his 4th foul.
Sunday's actually been impressive. He's shown good minutes. He's very agile down below for his size, and also he has a very nice touch around the basket as well. Look for him to improve in many years to come.
Yeah, Our Saviour Lutheran came in already missing star point guard Posh Alexander, and then very early going Bernard Kuma, their 6'10" senior, offers from Dayton, Siena, Niagara, and others. He took an elbow or something to the head, kind of split open like a boxer, and he's been out the whole game on the sideline there with a bit of a bandage on his head, and so shorthanded. Falcons able to keep it close through halftime, only down 38-28, but Lincoln has just blown it open in the second half, running at every opportunity and making the most of it.
Yeah, the Falcons can't afford to come down and miss any more shots for the duration of this game.
Ridgnal gets it ahead to Pinzon.
Pinzon's definitely
got
can't
numbers.
afford this right here.
3 ball, no good for Kiebe. Here comes Lunch out on the break. They don't have the numbers here, Chuck. It's they're going to have to fire something. 3-pointer, and that one did roll around and go in, and that was number 1, Aziz.
It is Tafiq Aziz.
With 3, his first bucket. 72-51 is your score. It's really been all Lincoln. It was a slow start to this game, 9-9 at the end of the first quarter.
Yes, it was. And like I said, once they got going, I could tell, once Lincoln got going up and down the floor, they're going to start finishing those layups. They're going to get open shots. And then, of course, Elias King opened up his barbecue grill and got cooking.
A King with 24 to lead all scores. He's been fantastic tonight. Fun to watch, scoring on all levels, knocking down the threes. He's had 5 threes, a couple of dunks. King has been everywhere tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely been the show for tonight. And also his supporting cast has definitely been well. Pinzon is, what he has.
Pinzon with 10, Jalen Carruth with 10,
10.
Dalen Ridgnal with 9, 7 for Michael Stevens. Contributions across the board tonight.
Oh, yeah, of course. And that's what you want if you're Coach Gonzalez. You want everybody contributing, and this is what the result is. You have a 20-point lead with 70 points and 4 minutes left in the fourth.
4:17 remaining, 72-51 is your score. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Inbound to Pinzon. Pinzon's going to beat the press himself.
Good numbers. Frankie.
Frankie denied at the net by Sunday.
Like he just threw it there. That's a good pull-up right there with no numbers. Good job by Lunch.
Lunch gets the bucket to go. He's got 8, and they're going to call the foul there, so he will go to the free throw line. One of the smallest guys on the court, that is Tajon Lunch, 2019. He's only 5'10", and a nice little finish by him. Misses the free throw, though.
Gotta have him.
Pinzon.
They're still going with the pressure. Oh, he traveled right there.
Yeah, he sure did. Give you a quick look back here at this bucket and foul by Lunch, but he was not able to complete the three-point play. Lead is at 19, just under 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Davis looking to set up the offense. 2-man games, showing double team. Finds a man, and they're going to call that travel, and that is Shamar McKenzie. He traveled.
Yeah. A little nervous right there. Double pivot feet. So
yeah, on a short-headed night like this, you think Dashawn Davis, he's got to be a little more selfish there and look to find some buckets on his own at some point here.
Yeah, and that may not be part of his game.
It's our first time seeing him, so. Three-pointer from the wing, no good. Pinzon, Ridgnal ahead. He's got Kiebe. He'll get the foul call down low on Aziz.
Hey, Brian, like I said, anytime there's a turnover, there's a loose ball, there's a rebound, you already have numbers going down the floor for Lincoln Academy, and that's why they're able to get a lot of easy transitional baskets and also get contact, go to the free throw line.
The only way to slow this Lincoln Academy team down, and we've only seen it once in the 3 games we've done, you got to score.
Yeah, you have to score. Because, these guys are definitely out there to try to score. So, first broadcast we had, they struggled a little bit, but it looks like they running that machine pretty good now.
Davis being guarded, double team.
They're crowding him, so he's not. Oh, that's a backcourt.
Oh, yeah, referees were a little slow with the whistle. I thought he was backcourt as well. Sure enough, 73-53, 3:20 remaining. It's going to be Falcons ball. But yeah, they're jumping these screens and throwing the double teams at Davis, the ball handler.
Yeah, they're
and he's
making
just
it
not been
very
able to make
difficult
anything
for
go.
him tonight.
Yeah, been tough for him with a number of his key key running mates on the bench.
Yeah, it's a little easier when, you got a guy like Posh Alexander sitting on the bench and, Davis had to go for it by himself. So Coach Gonzalez has definitely put forth a great strategy defensive-wise, going to make sure that Davis does not be the reason.
And they're in the Bulldogs are in the 1-and-1. That was the 7th team foul on the Falcons. So Ridgnal will go to the free throw line here to shoot the 1-and-1, up by 20. And first free throw is good. He has 10. That is their 4th player, Chuck, in double figures.
Yeah, there you have it. Like I said, when you have, the plate being spread around, you get these type of results. Close to it's a 20-point lead, 74 points in the fourth quarter. It's pretty good for a high school team.
Ridgnal not able to get that one to fall. Lead stays at 21.
Lunch is looking for it. Can't get it over Frankie Aslam, though.
Yeah, that's a tough assignment. He's 5'10", and Frankie
but he's still going in there.
Foot.
He's still going in there.
Ooh, not able to get it to fall is Dashawn Lunch, 5'10", smallest guy on the roster, but he's been aggressive tonight. He's got 8 points for the Falcons in what will likely be a losing effort, but he's been playing well. 74-53 is your score. You're watching the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. February the 4th, Bulldogs travel to the Memphis Classic to take on a number of the top teams in the nation. Follow at the Lincoln Prep on Twitter for updates from Memphis coming up right after the Super Bowl. Chuck, who are you going to be rooting for in the Super Bowl here in Atlanta?
I'm going to root for the best team that wins.
You're not saying the Patriots, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying the Patriots. I'm not saying the Rams. I just want to see a good football game. If there's anything like the 2 conference championship games, I'm all for it.
Yeah, it should be a fun week here in Atlanta as the nation converges on Atlanta. We are coming to you live from Summer Hour Middle School in Norcross, Georgia, in the northern suburbs of Atlanta. 20-point lead for the Bulldogs, 74-54 with 2:50 remaining. Sloppy pass. Pinzon looked like he was out of bounds. The referee doesn't agree. Swinging it around. Pinzon back up top.
Good patience by Lincoln, except for Jalen Carruth. He's going to let it go.
Yeah, patience is not in his game. Not on
this
team.
You let him touch it 2 times, and you better believe that second one is going up.
Wide open, great pass to Ridgnal by Anselm, but not able to knock it down. Davis gets out in transition. Nice scoop and finish by Dashawn Davis. He's got 11
The kids
now.
call it the jelly. Good jelly there.
Lead down to 18 now. Dashawn Davis with a nice finish at the basket over Jalen Carruth. 74-56, 2:10 remaining here in this game. It's going to be Bulldogs ball.
Too late for the sub now.
Yep. Now they're going to have to wait. Gora Niang, 8th grader out of Senegal, Africa, trying to get checked into the game. We haven't seen him yet. They usually get him a little bit of run. Coaches said he's doing good work in the practice gym. Reward him with a little bit of opportunity here at the end of this game.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, good for him to be able to get in the game to, get some of the experience and, play against some of these guys from OSL who are, some of the better players in the country, despite the 20-point deficit.
Give you a quick look at this beautiful finish by Dashawn Davis earlier, right at Jalen Carruth. 1:45 remaining. It's going to be Boona Kibi taking a seat and Gora Niang, number 12, coming in. 1:45 remaining, 18-point lead for the Bulldogs. Frankie Anselm at the free throw line here. And Frankie gets that one to fall. He's got 30 points on the night. Kind of a quiet night for him, but he's been handling the ball and making the right passes, getting the break started.
Good touch right there by Frank Anselm. He's a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, he's got a nice stroke for a guy approaching 7 feet. Oh, and there we go. That one we jinxed. Elias King, no jinx, but sure enough, lane violation, I believe, on Sunday down there. So Anselm will get one more chance.
Yeah, 3 for 2. Old school.
1:45 remaining, clock stopped while Anselm's at the free throw line. 19-point lead again for Lincoln Academy. We had a furious back and forth in the second quarter with 6 lead changes and 4 ties, but it has been all Lincoln Academy since the halftime. Anselm will look to get this one to go. No good. Sunday with the rebound. Davis is going to try to push in transition here. Coach Pete's team's going to keep battling, and sure enough, they do. There's
these guys
Wazoo.
are definitely going to fight. They're not going to lay down.
Wazoo with 10.
Anselm with the fall away.
Takes it into the big body, but Ridgnal finishes it. He's got 12 on the night.
Ridgnal is actually a very underrated rebounder. He does very well on the boards, and it gets unnoticed.
Pinzon just tries to pop that one out. Nobody there for it. Swings it around to the corner. Taking it to the basket, no good. Sunday's there to clean up the mess, and he's got 10 points for the Falcons. Lead is at 18.
Good soft touch around the basket by Sunday.
Sure enough, Pinzon up ahead. He's got Ridgnal on the baseline. They're going to pull this one back out. And they're going to get Wazoo for the foul there. Should be Ridgnal going to the free throw line. And Coach Gonzalez is going to go a little bit deeper in his bench. I'm guessing Ridgnal is going to shoot these free throws and take a seat. 77-59 your score, just under a minute remaining in this game. And still 1-1. That was the 9th team foul on the Falcons.
Yeah, I think this Falcons team, like I said before, they have a very bright future. A lot of them play with the New York Lightning AAU team that plays in the EYBL circuit. And so they're going to be playing a lot of basketball together and doing a good job of gelling and becoming a very productive program in the near future.
Ridgnal knocks down the second free throw. He's got 14 on the night, and he will likely be done as the lead is stretched to 20 with just about 55 seconds remaining. Davis still trying to work the two-man game with Sunday.
He had him.
Yeah, he's got him. Sunday with deep position, not able to finish.
Yeah, he just
Anselm
threw
gets
that
back.
up.
And they're going to maybe for once take it a little slower, Chuck. Not too much slower. And a foul given unnecessarily with a 20-point lead with 35 seconds left.
Yeah, I think they were just, reaching, going for the steal. Wasn't a deliberate foul, like, trying to, stop the clock. But, Jalen Carruth, good job with ball handling and getting through the lane, controlling the ball without losing it. Now he's at the free throw line.
Carruth's got a funny little round-the-world move he does at the free throw line over there. Watch for that on the second
everybody
free throw.
has a rhythm that they do, a routine that they do, and obviously he's learned his early.
Here comes, watch this. Here
Two
comes the around the
bounces
world. 2 bounces and around the world. Oh, no, he didn't do it that time. So let's see. Yup. He still gets it to fall. He's got 12 on the night, even without the around the world.
Yeah, maybe he's working on something there, Brian.
Maybe it's only on the first free throw. We'll have to watch more carefully next time. 81-59, 33 seconds remaining here in this game. Bulldogs well in control, going deeper in the bench. Davis driving, and, Chuck, I don't think the referee's got the message, but that call doesn't need to be made right now. 25 seconds left.
Yeah, now that was
a 22-point game.
That's definitely a first quarter call.
Substitution coming up. Looks like they're probably going to give Davis a break after these free throws. He's played well tonight, 11 points, more distributor than looks like they got the foul call on the floor, so they're saying 1-1 down there. And free throw is good. Davis has 12. He is their leading scorer. 12 points for Davis, 10 for Dalen Ridgnal, 9 points for Tajon Lunch. Jaquan Sanders with 8. Nice balance scoring. Nick Rivera-Torres, very instrumental in the second quarter. He had 7 all in the second quarter, didn't get any sense.
Yeah, he got very quiet in the second half. And that's why, sometimes when guys are coming off the bench and they're playing well and, you have to do some adjustments with your roster due to injury, you go ahead and, start that second half with guys that are, doing well.
Pinzon taking on the double team. Anselm, throws it away, and Falcons will look to run here down 20 with 20 seconds left.
They're looking for a shot.
Frankie.
Swat by Frankie.
Just pounds that thing away, but it manages to find its way back to Aziz, who gets his
I think they'll just hold it out right here.
Yeah, I think that's just about going to do it. And your final score here from Summer Hour Middle School is 81-64. Lincoln Academy Bulldogs on top of Our Saviour Lutheran Falcons. It was Elias King early and often. He had 24 to lead the Bulldogs. I got Dalen Ridgnal with 14, Jalen Carruth with a dozen, Rafael Pinzon with 10, Michael Stevens with 7. Frankie Anselm and Mulai Sissoko each with 3. Chuck, it was when Elias King is hitting his shots, this Bulldogs team is very difficult to stop.
Yeah, they are dangerous with Elias making those shots. He's, like I said, when he walks in, he's already open and he's already hot. So you got to come up with a defensive strategy to kind of slow him down.
Well, Lincoln Academy will be off to Memphis for the Memphis Classic. If you want to keep an eye on the team, we'll assume the coaches will be updating the Lincoln Prep Twitter feed, so you should be able to keep an eye on them through updates on Twitter through the Memphis Classic before they come back home here again to Summer Hour Middle School in Norcross, Georgia. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Lincoln Academy Network, powered by Sportal TV. Brian Zwerner, joined by Chuck Jones, our producer, Locke Hoover, our cameraman, Andrew Garner. We say thank you and good night.
Good night.